Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Lone Star. We're going to get a run started here. We're taking out the Spacewalker, which is a bit different from the last one. Last one was Shielder. You start with 4 shield. This one is you start with 3 swap, allowing you to swap unit positions during battle. So you can move this stuff in the middle of a battle up to 3 times, I think is my understanding. You have to choose a pilot. They have a lot of different information going on here, but we're going to go with the Donkey Dog. When owning 50 or more star coins for the first time, you get to pick 1 out of 3 legendary treasure unit combinations. So I think we're going to do that. You also start with some coins and some common treasures. Let's do it to it. Still on difficulty 1. Enemies have a little bit more HP, but let's get started. There was a little nod to Magicraft game I kind of liked. You won't lose HP outside of battles. Oh, that could be interesting, actually. At the start of the turn, when any lane failed in the showdown last turn, add 3 strength to all attack units in that lane. Okay. So here's what we have here. An orange core, 2 power at the start. Blue core, 1 power. White core, nothing but 2 slots. And chameleon, on load, generate an energy of the upgraded color. So white turns blue, blue turns orange. It's interesting to me that orange is considered like the best, quote unquote, but I guess that's how they worked it out. All loaded energy points are converted into 4 points. All loaded... I'm trying to understand it. Okay, I think I understand. That won't affect the how I act in the battle at all, as far as I can tell. But even if they get a bunch of onesies, what'd that say? At the end of the showdown, change orange energy in your hand to white energy, and white energy to orange. Okay, that could be interesting. I swapped these two around, but already it looks like that might have been a mistake. Well, we can upgrade this to blue. But then I can't do anything here. We might have to move, swap. But I need to try to block some of this damage. Yeah, because now I have no orange. So this will turn orange now. I've already taken a little bit of D here. This enemy sounds pretty tough for the first battle, is the truth. And now I have nothing down here because the game's rigged. I'm going to say I move this one down here then. So I do have some blue. And I can convert you to blue for a better number. Load that there. Now the question is, yeah, you don't really want to hold an orange either. You will be paralyzed for next turn. I'll hold the 1. I suppose. Visual distortion, huh? I don't know if I'm going to have lethal here. These are pretty not great. Let's see. So that's 5. 7. Okay, we do have lethal. Thank God. 2 damage taken, but that's okay. Legendary pick, we're at 27 coins. Choose a unit. All right, what do you got for yourselves? Expansion device, fully loaded. Generate a white 9-point energy in a blue slot at the start of the next turn. When you get fully loaded with blue, I can get a white 9-point energy. It starts with only 1 slot, but then it gets more. Fully loaded, gain a double strength. Orange and blue. Attack unit, huh? Fully loaded, gain double strength. Double strength. Strength doubled this turn. It does not stack. Oh, your weight is 2, I just realized as well. Oh. Strength doubled for this turn. Need to find a way to increase your strength then, huh? At the start of the turn, when any lane failed in the showdown last turn, add 3 strength to all attack units in that lane. I see. Guess I'm going to take that. So now I'm weighted up. Interesting, huh? So we kind of want to go for a lot of money early on here. Lose 1 fuel, gain 6 coins. I suppose so. Oh, you can do it again? Oh. I'm going to say no. I want an event that tries to make me lose HP, I guess, right? Failure in the showdown, take only 1 damage and then destroy itself. Okay. So there's 3 of you. The first time I deal damage, basically, you're only going to take 1. You're doing a big attack next turn. Okay. So I should just try to minimize the damage taken this turn, right? And then conserve the rest. Doesn't matter if I actually convert you or not. So I could do this. Well, I guess you would do, huh? Am I willing to take 2? Maybe I should have moved. Swapping is too late, kinda. So I just take 2 and try to block next turn. I don't think so, because I also want to wear down your durability. We're probably just going to have to move next turn. And now we've broken through that. Okay, what do you got, buddy? Now we're going to be moving on up. Need to make an orange here. If not more than 1, 2 power. So you only get it if you actually get loaded, huh? So that gives me the 7. And then I have no orange for this, though. 5 and 3. Gain double strength. So that way you deal 16. Okay. And then that's lethal. Boom. Bing, bang, bosh. Okay. I see. So high numbers there. Yeah, I mean, of course high numbers there, you know what I mean? Okay, all loaded energy points are converted into 6 points. But also requires... That's still pretty good, I think. Weakness Analyzer, 2 power. When the enemy's durability reaches 0, double the power. 1 slot. 1 simple slot, huh? Now, I actually don't have the weight for any of these. My first instinct is to take Steady Beam, but it's going to be hard for me to get that much orange, right? 2 power. So you're strictly better than the blue core. So I guess we can swap the 2 of them for now. Again, we're trying to get to 50 coins relatively quickly. I do have a bunch of days. Let's take an energy resource. Set current point energy resource to 11247. I'll be honest, I kind of don't get this. I kind of don't get it. I don't fully understand. I mean, I read this a few times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it says. So, I guess I can change the spread in some way so that I never get, like, a 2, or I never get a 3, or I never get a 4. Either way, I get more 1s, though. Something... I really don't know. Is there much of a point in doing this, even? But I guess we'll try. I think I'll just take a common treasure. Take 2 damage, 20% chance to find 1 treasure. Well, wait a minute. I cannot take damage, right? Hell yeah. Each battle, when loading the first energy from hand, generate a copy. Hell yeah. When loading the first energy from hand in a battle. Countdown. Destroy the entire ship, dealing 10 damage to the enemy. Oh, boy. So you're on self-destruct. Is this just a DPS race? Seems it to me. Seems it to me. Okay, then. So I can make you blue. Enemy star ability reaches 0. Double the power. Cannot get an orange this turn if I want to make you blue. I'm thinking this will duplicate it too, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I'll make you orange next turn, and I'll save that. Is my thought. But I do want to bonk you for like a little bit this turn just to try to get that durability down and everything. So I'll use my bad numbers. Should I just throw the 7 out there now as well? I cannot load anything in here. Don't think it matters too much. I do want to make sure you always get loaded with something. Okay. Let's see. Oh, now you're actually attacking. Interesting. So let's make you orange still. I think. 7 and a 4. You're fully loaded, so that's all set. 7 to block up here. And I want to try to stop some of this damage down here. Okay, why don't we move you down for a swap and do this? I guess I'll hold the blue. Actually, I should do this so that you become paralyzed next turn. Hopefully that stops the countdown, too. Did not stop the countdown, but I guess at least it's not attacking. Double the power. So I definitely want to make use of this turn. It'd be nice to make use of this since you do have some power, but I have no orange is the problem. So I think we have to hold after just dealing 6 here. I think that's our best bet. But now you're going to be attacking, so I won't be dealing as much damage. But it's only a 1 and a 7, I guess is one way to look at it. Okay. Probably, 4, 7 for 19 damage. Okay. Convert you to orange, I suppose, so I can just do this. And lethal? Lethal. Woo! Okay. We did it. We did it. Very nice. Was that a boss? Choose one treasure. At the end of the showdown, when none of your lanes claim victory in the showdown, reduce the enemy's durability by 3 points. Not bad. At the end of the showdown, while you have greater than 4 energy in hand, add 1 point to all energy in hand. I don't think I'm going to be holding 4 energy in hand very often. What do you think? Is the blue core better than this? I don't think so. Ship weight limit goes up, so I could throw this somewhere, I suppose. Okay, we're at $42. Can I find a little more? Unknown events might be good for us. Repair, repair. Lose 30 coins, gain all the treasures above. Probably not. After movement, add 2 strength to all attack units. After the first movement, each battle, add 1 power to all attack units. When you don't move during a turn, add 1 strength to all attack units at the start of the next turn. Oh boy, that is tough. So the power sticks for the rest of the battle. This is only for... Okay. I'm going to say Overture. I'm going to do the unknown here. Lose 4 HP, gain 1 max swap. So we don't actually lose the HP. Perfect. Okie dokie. What do we got here? Unload. Create a color shield that absorbs damage in the same lane this turn. I've actually seen this. We can explain it better by just going in, probably. So I need to load the same color to remove this shield here. Otherwise, they will take no damage. So I need a colorless up here. Blue and orange here. But you know, you probably can't do all that in one turn. Okay, so the first thing I load, I get a copy of. I'll get a blue 7 and orange 7. Okay, so I could deal a lot of damage this turn then. Correctamundo. But you're also doing a big attack next turn. Boy golly. Boy and golly. So I think we're going to do a weaker turn. This time. Ooh. And try to prevent... Oh, boy. Too much damage this following turn, I suppose? Is that the right way to handle things? I don't know. 2B paralyzed. But now your shields are down, so I guess that's something. I could do a lot this turn, huh? Put this here, probably. Put that there. Oh, do I need to move? I think I should move. Seems it to me. Alright, also, do I want to upgrade anything here? Not really. Not really. Not that I can see that would matter for one. So you're going to be paralyzed next turn. We got to maximize the damage here. This one's working pretty well for us, I'd say. Now, hopefully I can get a blue and an orange here somehow. Nice, okay. This way we can maximize the damage again. I should probably just hold the 1. I guess I'll make it blue. Oh, wait, we have lethal. Sick. Okay, that was a little scary. That's how I describe it. I did use 2 fuel. Oh, we restore all fuel. Sick. At the end of turn, deal 1 damage to the enemy for each empty slot. They have or I have? Probably I have. At the start of the turn, when there are 3 attack units in the same lane, add 2 strength to them. It's quite interesting. This one just sounds easy, though. Sounds pretty good to me. When an attack unit adds power, add 2 strength. So you get power when the enemy's durability goes down. You do not. You do not. You have power, but you don't gain power. Did I have this last time? At the start of the turn, apply this unit's slots onto the unit behind them. So I wouldn't want that there. Ooh, that's actually really good for the chameleon device. And your weight is 0. Oh, okay. That's really good, actually. I gotta move this, though, I suppose. At the start of the turn, apply this unit slots onto the unit behind. Okay. I'll take that. I need a little bit more money, please. Pretty please. Upgrade 1 unit. Select 3 units. Each has a 50% chance to upgrade. Upgrade Weakness, Analyzer, and White Core. White Core gets a power. Weakness Analyzer gets 1 more power. I can choose to upgrade what I want. Namely the micro reactor, probably, right? What's your upgrade do? You can look at it in the bottom right there. So it means that you don't need orange if I do that. It isn't terrible. Select 3 units. 50% chance to upgrade them all. Feel like I'm not going to be using these that long, so I don't really want to upgrade those that much. Could upgrade chameleon, attempt to upgrade chameleon device, micro reactor, and I don't know, probably orange reactor. Maybe weakness analyzer. Okay, let's try. Come on, I'll do weakness. Reckless. Before making a decision, 3 units are thrown into the most aggressive production line. Only weakness analyzer fails to upgrade. Wait, orange core? No, I didn't pick orange core. No. Oh my god. Unload, generate an energy of upgraded color. Wait, how are you upgraded? Now one of your slots is simply blue. That makes no sense. How does that help? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Lose blue core, gain supercharging core. Start of the turn, add 1 power, strictly better. Lose weakness analyzer. Gain interstice device. At the start of the turn, while adjacent to an empty position, generate an orange energy. That's pretty good. That doesn't sound bad. Kind of feel like I shouldn't do it, though. We'll do that one instead. I guess I clicked the wrong thing there. Sorry. I really thought I picked that. I really don't understand that upgrade. How does that help me? Oh, wait, because it added an extra slot because there was only 1 slot before. Oh, okay, I understand. The enemy can only load the leftmost or rightmost energy from their hand. Okay. So the first one I load is supposed to be... Stand still. If no movement in this battle, gain 1 fuel at the end of the battle. Okay, I understand now. Wait a minute. At the start of the turn, apply this unit slots onto the unit behind. Oh, so it doesn't add the slots. It converts whatever slots into this one. Oh, this is kind of lame. You might want to do that for, like, orange core, then. Okay. Well, this is really bad. Because I'm duplicating a 1 no matter what I do here, as far as I can tell. And there's really no way around it. Well then, game. Thanks for nothing. Guess I'm doing that to start. Okay. Boink. So I gain a max fuel if I don't move. God, I'm gonna be taking the damage. So it seems like I might as well do up here, so then I knock you down a little bit. Ugh, God, just a terrible turn 1, huh? Taking 7. A bit unlucky, but the enemy did take some damage because of bubbles, right? So I guess there's that. I'm trying not to move, but we can't. I can't promise, obviously, right? Why is this one firing? Because you're empty, I guess? Why aren't the rest of you dealing damage? Oh, right, because you didn't get a victory or something like that? I don't know. Something like that, though. Oh, 12 attack units in lane. Right. Okay. Make an orange. Put that there. Put the blue here. The start of turn, add 1 power. Doesn't matter which one I put this in, as far as I can tell. That's a good turn. I was only 1 damage off. Ooh, damn. Was there some way to get 1 more damage there? Oh, no. I can't do that. We have to move. Rip the max fuel. There's no way. Correct? I don't think there's any way. Make it orange. So that I can load it here at least. Oh, and then I'm screwed again. I mean, I have lethal, but they're still dealing 5 to me. Oh, brutal, huh? Oh, it died to bubbles. Thank God. Okay. So bubbles triggers before anything else. Oh, so I didn't need to move. I could have had the max fuel for free. Oh, when swapped, destroy the other unit to generate white 6-point energy. Okay, fully loaded, generate 3 energy. That's potentially not bad. It does have a weight of 2, though. This thing turned out to be not the best. But it is a weight of 0, so it kind of doesn't matter. Generate 3 energy. It's the weight that I don't know how to handle. How do I fix that? Chameleon device is actually not being that useful anymore. Probably. Okay, we hit 50. Call support now, it says. Pick 1 out of 3 legendary treasure unit combinations. Consume support chance. Okay, so I get 2. Add an orange energy resource and lose a white energy resource. Okay. Also, at the start of the turn, load... Oh, it's a unit. Load the same energy as the previous turn. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Soundwave collector. When fully loaded, is triggered 2 times to generate an energy. Ooh. And we get a square core. Okay. We're kind of doing a fully loaded thing here. That's fully loaded as well, right? At the start of the turn, it generates a white 1-point energy. On load, gain a double strength. Oh, man, this is tough. I guess I'm going to go for fully loaded. This requires a lot of energy. So you're an attack unit. You could drop this and throw this bad boy in there for now. Step 1. No downsides. Now, trying to squeeze you in there is probably a bit too tough still. Someday, though, maybe. I have plenty of money. Don't need fuel. Gain money. Lose 6 stars to get 1 max fuel or enter the shop. That's not terrible, but with how much money we got, I think I'd rather go to the shop. Increase all damage dealt to the enemy by 2. Not bad. Oh, does that affect bubbles? For each of your lanes that miss in the showdown, reduce the enemy's durability by 1 point. Also not bad. Start of the turn, upgrade a random color energy resource. Also not bad. Boink, boink, boink. I didn't bother to read the units because, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like it, you know? I get excited by the treasures, I won't lie. After achieving 5 draws in the showdown, surrender at the start of the next turn. So wait a minute. During Shockwave Showdown, it's considered a draw if the strength of the units... Oh! The lane equals that of the enemy. So is that going to be my goal? To force them to surrender? Shopping? Not yet. Oh, they have a lot of health. Oh, and they have insane durability. I see. But they're also taking 39 damage this turn because, holy shit. That's insanity. Okay, do that. Then I guess upgrade the 7. 33 damage now because I don't have as many empty slots. I should move. What's the point of loading in here? The start of the turn. Yeah, you wouldn't load anything there. Move down. Now, I kind of just want to try to draw up here, I suppose. Holy crap, flammable bullet with the bubbles is insanity. Now, I didn't draw at all. It's okay, we'll just kill them. I could move up. Maybe I don't need to, though. They're taking another 39. They're doing a big attack next turn. Okay, then. So do the bare minimum here. Once again. Something like that. And a 1. And a 1. Wait, do I have lethal? Uh-oh. This reduces the damage they take, but I'll get an orange. I'm 6 away from lethal, but the more I load, the less damage I deal. That's not going to be lethal. I'd be 4 away with that. Adding that wouldn't matter. It would be a matter of using this, but I don't think so. Let's just try to survive next turn, I suppose. Oh, boy. Okay, so, I mean, you're dead. I just have to survive this turn. Looks like I'm going to need to move. So let's upgrade you to orange. Orange. Blue. Why did I get that? Oh, the fully loaded. When that triggers 2 times. That's right. Okay. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4. End turn. Oh, right. But the bubbles goes off first. Okay. I was setting this up. Clearly. Forgot. I didn't need to move again. At the start of the turn, equip a random upgraded attack unit to the empty position behind. Equip a random upgraded attack unit to the empty position. Okay, I understand. On load, generate an orange 6-point energy. It's 2 weight. The weight is heavy. Too heavy. I'm not using Chameleon Device as much as before, but this thing's really good with Flammable Bullet now, since the weight is 0. So 0 weight units are going to be very strong for us. And even this is actually pretty solid. But I'd have to remove something here. Doesn't really matter which. I kind of want to do that just to get more slots, maybe? Because we don't, have that many. We have 5 days. Okay. Let's upgrade some bad boy here. My god, these are terrible. Super... Oh, yeah, they're so bad. We need more fully loaded related things too, right? Doesn't matter. Repair. I guess the energy resource. Remove a 2-point energy resource. Remove a white energy resource. I mean, that seems best. I think it hit the 2 annoyingly. We want it to hit the 1. It's an elite. At the start of the turn, restore HP to the nearest multiple of 10. Okay. I'm already dealing 36 on turn 1. My god, the damage. I only have certain amount of fuel here. When charge is triggered, add 2 power. Oh, how much? Oh, I don't. Oh, charge needs to come from somewhere else. I see. So, load this to duplicate it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say we should move. Boink. Boink. 24. Shazam. Why'd I move this way? Perhaps the Lord only knows. So this is not really better. I take less damage, I guess. It also gets you... Well, I can't get fully loaded here. That's tough. I guess I should avoid taking damage by loading all that. Even though I deal less damage because of it. Yeah, you repair, blah, blah. Okay, hopefully we can make this work. 7, 7. 7, 4. And I triggered her fully loaded. I forgot again. I may have forgotten again. Okay, at the end of a vacation, when there are unspent days, gain 6 star coins. Now, at the start of the battle, add power equal to unused weight. Oh, to all attack units. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. Only kind of, though. Drop that thing. You could make use of it. Fully loaded, generate 3 energy. So I can make this simpler for you, which is probably smarter to do. Okay, I almost said end vacation there. I kind of want the mystery days. It's like 2 units with slots. Swap their slots and add 1 weight to them. What? Why the hell would I want to do that? That sounds horrible. Add 1 weight to them. That's the worst thing I've ever heard before in my life. Unit. Guess I'm going to go to the shop. I don't have much money. Ooh. Restores 10 HP. Spend 10 or greater. Okay, I can do that. First time an attack unit adds power, add 1 more. It's not terrible for us. At the start of the first turn, add 2 strength to all attack units. I mean, it's pretty good. When an attack unit adds power, add strength equal to the added power. Adds power. Adds power. This one's been hard to make use of. Requires too much energy, huh? Add 1 more. I kind of feel like this ignition coil is the best one. Wait, how much money did I need to spend? Uh-oh. Can I sell stuff? I messed up, didn't I? Oh, crap. Oh, wait, I got it still. Okay, never mind. Never mind, it worked somehow. On load, apply double strength to random, friendly, and enemy attack unit. On load, I see. At the start of the turn, equip a basic core to an empty enemy position. Okay. It's actually not bad for us, so you added that. Jesus. So you get doubled. This one's getting doubled too. Let's do this, and I should definitely move. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Double strength on you, huh? Ugh. Boy. Well. So I can block a lot of damage this way. Or deal a lot of damage, even. And then after that, I feel like I just gotta load up this bad boy here. I guess I don't have to use the 2. But it does trigger fully loaded. Jeez. Spicy start, huh? Okay, I do not have lethal. To be paralyzed. So now the middle is the one. Oh, and I have nothing. Oh, boy. So I can trigger fully loaded here. Oh, no. Is this really it? There's nothing else I can do, huh? Hold on. I should have done this to start, probably. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Because holy shit. To be paralyzed. Okay, we might be okay now. Convert this to orange. Jesus. Doesn't matter. Oh, that one gets doubled, so... Okay, now I'm only taking one, thank God. Wait, I could have moved? Oh, for some reason I thought I could have. I'm probably moving next turn, but now you're no longer being paralyzed for some reason. Why? What did I do wrong? Actually, not sure. Low numbers use reforged device. Do not let me forget. Okay, it's fine. We can move now. Might want to swap that. Wait, you're dead. We're good, right? So don't use the fuel. You should be dead. It says you're dead. Do I have a risk here? Boom. I should probably just play around that as the truth, right? That was a boss. At the start of the turn, generate a white 1-point energy. That's really good, I think. So, because we can fill up Reforged device more easily. Gain a 7-point energy resource. I want to gain more to fill up that thing. Truly, madly, deeply. When swapped to an empty position, consume 2 swap and leave behind a copy of this. Nah. Unload, load 2 copies of the energy loaded into the central unit. So you're the central unit, but I could obviously change that. So that's actually not a terrible choice for something like you. Wait, how much weight? 1 weight. I don't have the weight for it yet. So I guess that would be the thought there, is to put it in the square core, right? Okay. I'm going to think about that. Repair, no. Upgrade, yes. Check the unknown. Lose 2 fuel. Gain 2 chain core. Chain. After loading other units with chain, will load the same energy. Lose $8. Weight is 1. Other units with chain load the same energy. I mean, I can just swap out these 2, I suppose. I don't really want to lose the fuel. I think that's pretty good, right? Oh boy, I have a lot. I'm going to call that pretty good. I think. I just don't know anymore. Upgrade. Okay, what are we upgrading? Randomly, oh, I can only randomly upgrade something. And it might be something in my inventory too, annoyingly. Boy. I think I'm just going to do a random attack. Microreactor. So now you no longer require orange, which is nice. Oh, I can lose money to do more. So you're the only support unit that is not upgraded, as far as I can tell. What does your upgrade do? It makes it so you don't require... So that's a useless upgrade, actually, because we have slot assimilator. I'm going to see if there's anything else that hit something in my inventory, unfortunately. I'm leaving. Okay. Promotion. Head to the new galaxy. Zone 2 done. On to Zone 3. Okay, we're kind of got something going on. I was nearly dead. At the start of the turn, force the enemy to only generate 1 point energy until they have 9 energy in their hand. Ooh. That's fine, I guess. I feel like we always get this battle. The Repressor. So I'm just going to get a bunch, yeah. Okay, then. We can handle that. So go ahead and put the Random oh, oh yeah, I was gonna be duplicating it no matter what I did. Wait, what just happened? No, 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 no. This also, there's this. At the start of the battle, 3 random units gain warping coordinates at the end of the battle. If there are any remaining warping coordinates left, you can enter the shop. If involved in a swap, removes all warping coordinates. Sweet Jesus, what are you talking about? I think my hand was full, so this was completely pointless. Well, ain't that some shit? I got one more because I triggered fully loaded, it would seem to me. Guess I do that. Cannot really do anything to prevent that damage unless I was willing to move. I'm not so certain I want to. Is it the start of every turn? Yeah, start of every turn. Okay. Well, then that is annoying. I don't want to fill these because then it'll just take less damage, so I guess I'm just going to take one. Okay, then. So, I need to spend energy before I use the Reforged device. Step 1. We know we're going to be doing that. I'll put a couple ones in here, too. Then I'm going to fill these in. We get some big numbers. Damn, should have saved for that. Well, how would you know, I guess, right? How would you know? Then I want to duplicate a bigger number here. For surezies. I'm going to do that. 1. Oh, come on. Best I can do. Take 1. Did I have lethal? I don't know, but I should have lethal next turn. Well, I mean, I will. Straight up. Good night. It saves me a turn every single battle if I pay attention. So at least there's that. Reproducing top. At the start of the turn, add a 2 strength to the central attack unit. When any unit is destroyed, equip a reproducing top at the same position. You have no slots, but your weight is 0. On load, add strength equal to the current swap. There's no downside to this, as far as I can tell. Okay. Event, shop. Enter shop. I have no money. Leave shop. I have 3 days. Upgrade. Take 4 damage, but I don't actually take damage. Get smoked. Add 5 power if I fully load this bad boy. If you upgrade this, you get a 3rd slot, which is pretty sexy. You cannot be upgraded. You cannot be upgraded. Your upgrade, yeah, it just changes the colors. Don't care. You cannot be upgraded. So I can't upgrade both of the chains, huh? What about you? Start of turn, add 3 strength to the central attack unit. I think I'm just gonna do this one. What was I hoping to equip here? Oh, load 2 copies of energy loaded into the central unit. But I need 1 more weight to make that happen. Am I willing to... Well, wait a minute. When's the last time I used this thing? Yeah, I kind of don't need that anymore. I am losing an empty slot for the missiles. In fact, I might want to think about that. I don't have anything with a lot of slots, though. Okay. What do you got here? Oh, God. At the start of the turn, I hope... Whenever there's a lot of text, I suddenly get scared. Start of the turn, retreat from battle, preventing the enemy from claiming any battle rewards. Yeah? At the start of the turn, consume a fuel of the enemy. When the enemy has no fuel, replace this unit with the escape device. I see. So you're going to consume my fuel. And I have 3 turns to kill you. How the hell are you supposed to do... Oh, so you deal, like, no damage. Is that the premise here? It looks that way. We already deal 61, which is pretty nice. Unload, load 2 copies of the energy into the central unit. Okay. And this will duplicate it to 4. So now I'm dealing 68. And I think you're just dead next turn after that. I don't think it matters to load you with anything. As far as I can tell. Oh, wait, but I can load all of that. With a bunch of 1s. Didn't totally consider. Now I'm only dealing 45. Is it me or were you 3 last turn? Might have been me. 16. Okay. 4. 2. 1. 1. You're dead. But yeah, there's a real problem here where the bubbles deal almost as much damage, right? I did lose 2 fuel? Well, it'll only be 1 because you get 1 back here. Something with a lot of slots. Solar Flare unload while equipped to the central position adds strength equal to the loaded point. No. Add 1 point to energy generated by all units. Ooh. Weight 0. Hot dog. That's actually pretty sexy for us. One might say. I have very little money. Gain emergency passage. When fuel reaches 0, swap can be used to move. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. I kind of like that, because I have not been using the swap, as you probably noticed. Degrade the highest graded slot of 1 common unit 3 times. La la la. None of these really matter. It truly does not matter, because this already gets degraded. Guess I can do it for you. But I think I leave the blue there, because if they're not both blue, it probably adds a problem, right? When the enemy loads energy from hand, load an orange 1-point energy into adjacent units. Oh. Okay, actually. Well, it's not good. Cross fusion. That is a lot of damage, dude. Jesus. So we duplicate this, and we load it into this center all at the same time. So it tried to load into adjacent, but there were no adjacents. Correctamundo? You're going to load that thing, which is annoying. But I'm going to call this still worth it. Okay. Double 8s here. That's fine. Seven. We want the biggest numbers down here. Unfortunately, we are taking some damage up top. And I'm only dealing 38. So I want to use a fuel. I'm going to try not to. I might be dealing less damage, but I had to avoid some damage at the same time, right? Yeah, because I think I deal 45 if I have nothing. Which is quite interesting. So I load 2 4s to the center. We should probably move this turn, right? Seems that way to me. You're gonna load a orange 1-pointer. Ah, God, that's so annoying. And you're gonna be dealing Mongo damage next turn. Well, we can do this. Okay. Well, as long as I have lethal next turn, it should be okay. I'm trying to decide how to do this. It's actually quite difficult. 27 I'm dealing. Now I'm dealing 34, and it should be lethal. I can just hit end turn after this. And that we can. Good night. It was hard, though. Choose one treasure. At the start of the battle, all charge units progress half their charging. No. Gain 25 star coins. After entering the last galaxy, lose 25 star coins. Okay. Ship weight limit goes up. Don't care about chameleon device. Start of the turn, add 1 power. Equip a random upgraded attack unit. I have no slots left. Keep in mind, I do get something for having empty slots, though. I'd like to spend my money so we can actually call the shop. We should probably do this first. Gain 2 max fuel. Upgrade 1 unit. Gain 1 rare/legendary treasure. Does this give me current fuel, too? I'm not so sure. At the start of the battle, generate an orange energy that's points equals the max swap. Ooh, that's good. I like. Add a random positive modification to 1 unit. Enter the shop. All units are positively modified. I get some treasure here, too. At the start of the battle, add 1 power to all attack units in the top lane. When all 3 lanes claim victory in the showdown, reduce the enemy's durability by 1 point. Start of the battle, start of the turn, add 1 point to all orange energy in hand. Pretty weak. I don't think that sounds that good either, honestly, but maybe. And even this isn't much. But I suppose. Exit. Leave. I think we're at the boss, right? 11 out of 12. So we should do the shop. Consume. When a unit is destroyed in battle, generate an energy. No. Generate 2 more energy on odd numbered turns and 2 fewer energy on even numbered turns. Ooh. When picked up, apply modification. Power 1 to all attack units you currently own. All right. Sure. Can't argue with that. Fuel refill or spaceship repair. Limited 1 use per run. Restore 4 health or gain 2 fuel. I think I'm going to gain the fuel. Order core. 6 strength. Add 6 strength when activated by order. May be hibernated by order. When activated. May be hibernated. Can I click on it? No, I can't. Huh. I 100% understand. So I'm going to duplicate that, add that in. Use a couple weak doodads there. Oh, yeah. Me like the 8. So do this. I only have 1 blue, sadly. And it's weak as hell. Do that. Do that. Put a bunch of weak up here. Ooh. Taking 8? Really? Should I just move then? Can block 6 damage by moving. Kind of? Kind of. Yeah, I got screwed on the blue. Something like that. So I'm dealing 32, 32, 10. Now, yeah, it'd essentially be blocking 2. I'm not actually dealing that much damage to the enemy. I guess I am going to move then. Apparently it's even more than that. I still have a 3 and a 4, so that's not bad. Okay, remember, I can use swap as fuel, which is nice. So I can actually do this, or I can load 2 7s there. Have 1 more power you got modified for. So you're not doing anything, but next turn you're doing something big, huh? So what do I want to do here? I probably just want to do something like this and get a bunch of numbers. I could fully load you just to kind of, yeah, to break it down. It is tempting to load this in a bit too. But maybe I'll use my weak numbers. I'll use my weak numbers. I'm thinking. I know you get doubled strength, but that's okay. 1, 2, a 3, and a 4. And I get a 4 back, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's it. I think we saved the rest. And plus we're narrowing down its durability. Okay. This is when things get spicy. So step 1, let's duplicate the 8 on the chains, shall we? We want a big number in the center, obviously, so the 7. We can use all 3 of these small numbers here, or sorry, 2. I keep thinking it's 3. Okay. Doesn't matter on the color there. 7, 7. 7, we want the highest number possible there. 5. With the highest number possible here, especially on the top row. Ooh, I am going to be taking some hot D. Okay. Might have lethal next turn. Unclear. It's going to be close. Moving would not do anything. Boink. Oh, boy. What are you doing now? Okay, that's not too bad. And I can move to help reduce. I should probably consider doing it right away. Because why not? I don't quite have lethal. It's so close, though, isn't it? Oh, boy. Okay. So, I think this is the best choice for that. And then this is really the only thing I can do. For there. And then I need to load in some bad numbers here. I guess I should have done that first, so you can tally a mistake for Daddy. 5, 3, and hot dog, we win. And a hot dog, we win. This actually reduces the damage if you look in the bottom right by 1, because it's only a 2, right? But then if you max it out, we triggered the fully loaded. There's so much to keep in mind. There's so much to keep in mind, but my god, they did this game great, huh? Yay! Treasure Hunter Coffee. Complete. All right, more unlocks, more stuff to see, more things to do. Damn, that's fun, huh? That was a good time. Whew. It's hard. It can be quite challenging really quickly, right? We had some really, really close calls there. I mean, it's all of my own device, though, you know, for the most part, at least. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more LONESTAR, make sure you let me know down in the comments. That's how I know what to put on the channel. Like, subscribe, you know what's going on. I shall see you in another video.